South Africa is witnessing a significant decline of the number of coronavirus cases after months of struggles to contain its spread. The Rainbow Nation is the 8th most affected country in the world, with more than 15,000 fatalities reported. Vaccine trials are taking place both at local and international levels to find a lasting solution to the pandemic. Let's have more details of that in this report now.
With more than 740 confirmed COVID-19 cases, South Africa is the 8th worst affected country globally. 15,000 lives. However, health officials believe the tide is turning with daily new infections, which peaked at 14,000, coming down to around 1,000 cases.
You can confidently from the data say and make the conclusion that the initial surge or peak in South Africa has been mitigated, and it is if not significantly reduced, it's completely dealt with. Yeah. We at the moment are hospitalizing less than 600 people with COVID. That's compared to a peak at the end of June where we were hospitalizing close to 2,000 people.
The Western Cape's largest temporary COVID-19 medical facility has closed. The facility was part of the region's health department plan for a far worse COVID-19 scenario.
The idea was always, Tusong was a temporary facility in Khayelitsha. The CTICC was always going to be a temporary facility until September, and that was really just to help us in the short term, because it was the quickest possible capacity to bring online.
Antibody testing has also been approved for use in South Africa and will be used for surveillance to mitigate against the resurgence of the virus. Meanwhile, vaccine trials are underway both locally and abroad.
It's very exciting that 3 viable candidates, clinically and biologically speaking, are in the field and underway. And that's, aside from other platforms and other investigations that are happening both in China and in Russia.
For now, mask wearing, good hand hygiene and social distancing will continue to remain the weapons of choice when it comes to fighting COVID-19 and its long-term effects on society and the economy. The drop in the COVID-19 daily infection rate may come as a huge relief for many in South Africa, but health officials here are warning against complacency because a second surge in the virus is certainly possible, and that could derail all the gains made and force the country into another strict lockdown, which will ultimately have an even further cost on an already frail economy.
Some positive news there as the number of coronavirus cases is dropping in South Africa like many other countries now in Africa.